Hey, rebels. Okay, let's read this card and get this out the way. It says, those difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again, the birds will sing, the clouds will clear, and you will be glad you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than what you think. Okay, so you will be rewarded for your patience. It's not due to the patience of this correspondence that you had. It's due to the patience of realizing who you were growing to be. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, I was setting up, I was like, let me go ahead and lay out some cards, and then we're going to jump straight into just reading off the cards and channeling, right? But when I saw what was laying down, I was like, okay, oh shit. All right, let's just go ahead and do this, baby. So, definitely there is this energy of you see things for exactly what they are. What the hell are you waiting for? I'm here, Gwen Stefani. What you waiting, what you waiting for? It's like you're stuttering, your energy is stuttering, saying, come on, it's pulling, your energy is pulling you in a certain direction away from whatever the fuck this chaos is. Okay, so the energy that is here on the table, honey, is energy upon energy upon energy. It's like a 12-layer cake here. Okay, there is something definitely about the number 12. Mm, I don't know what it is for you. Educational purposes, entertainment purposes, use your own discernment purposes. To each their own. So, Spirit is saying, right here with the sin of the reed, someone that you were dealing with, whether it was family matters, whether it was a person who you were, in a sense, intimately involved, and intimacy does not necessarily mean that you were sexually involved with them, but, it could have even been someone who you classified as a friend, or it could have been someone who's at your place of employment, who you felt that, y'all had such a routine going on. Spirit said something about a feng shui going on where you gave each other enough appropriate a space where you wasn't all expecting of this person to say anything to you or do something that made your hours at that job site seem as long as they were. So there was some type, Spirit said, let's just go ahead and get into it. However this resonates for you, take it, leave what you don't, leave what you don't need. Anyway, so Spirit is saying someone or somebody's decided to choose another side of an equation that does not suit you. You hear that? Okay. And you knew what the hell would happen if this person or these people decided to deal with what they decide to deal in. A collaborative experience. Thank you, Spirit. A collaborative experience with others. Now, they may have come off biased. They may not have been biased. They may have even knew what the hell they would be getting themselves into, but they wanted to fuck around and find out. And Spirit said, take care of yourself. Now, this could be past, present, or, it could be upcoming. But Spirit is saying, ultimately, you knew what the outcome would be of this person if they went and tampered in spaces that you clearly saw was not of a belonging or an acceptance of them, and they decided to anyway, right? So Spirit said that you saw how performative this person's choice was, that they wanted to fit in, that they did not read the fine print of, oh, these exclamations. I saw exclamation mark, these exclamations of these people, of why they were repelling the interest of you from this person, why they were trying to more so depict to this person that you had a good collaboration with, deemingly so, it seems. So why these other peoples, let's just call them the community, because it could be a person, it could be people, that this community, they were making certain comments to this person and trying to repel their interest of you, trying to make it seem as if you were just a waste of time, trying to make it seem as if you were controlling, and that you were not able to let people be their own individuals due to the advice and due to the things that you was pointing out, right? So Spirit said, yes, you saw how performative this person was, though you also saw the other qualities about them, and you try to bring to surface just in the fact of you caring, because you understand that some people don't see the light that other people see of them. So you brought those things to purpose, not saying they had to do anything with it. You just wanted to let them know, like, hey, so this is what I see of you. This is what other people are also able to see of you. Those people who don't have your best interests at heart, this is what they would use it for. This is how they would utilize it and use it against you, even though it's yours. You saw that of that person, and you brought this up to surface, planting the seed that was already there planted. You took it out the ground and you said, here, this seed that I just plucked up out of you, that I saw from you, it was yours. It was yours. Here, you can have it. I'm not giving it to you. I'm just shining light on something that is interesting about you. Now, how they let other people use it, you left it up to them, right? But this, you saw how they were willing to step out of their own knowing of themselves, even of what you brought attention to, for the sake of their awareness. And they were willing to set the quality parts of them aside. And so, not with the intentions of, but the willingness of, if this person felt that in order for them to belong, they will let people tamper with that gift of theirs. They will let people abuse it just for the sake of belonging, just for the sake of being a part of something that they perceive to be bigger than themselves. And Spirit said, yeah, this person obviously is having difficulty with understanding how love is identified within an individual outside of the crowd, right? But you knew, and Spirit said you need to continue to know that it is necessary for you to remove yourself. Now, feeling how hard it may be, because hell, this might even be a child of yours. This might be somebody in very close relations of yours, where y'all do have to engage with each other on a more frequent basis than you would like to normalize. But Spirit said time is going to heal all wounds. All right. Said that you need to remember your boundaries, Rebel. Remember your boundaries, and remember, oh, what type of friction you are not willing to engage with. So if this person is ever to come to you for advice, or come to you just to, trauma dump at your feet and help ask you for assistance for them to lick the shit off the ground. Oh, nasty. Then remember your boundaries. And even though you may say something short, sweet, and simple, it's going to seem very spicy and bitter to them, because they're looking for you to get back into that intimate space with them, where you are willing to coach them through and give them the long lecture type of conversational caring. Nope. Spirit said, nope, it's a no go. And you know it. It's a no go, because what they chose to go to, that was a part of their life choice and the cycle that they put themselves in. And Spirit said that this has little and very nothing much to do anything with you. And do not allow yourself to be sopped in to that situation. Honey, I just saw a biscuit. Spirit said, don't even take the Scooby snack. Ain't no mysteries to be solved, because as Spirit already pointed out, you knew and you realized how, and you paid attention to how much of a performance this person was willing to put in for this community, to feel as if they, were just like them. All right. The Spirit said it's a swag about them that this person was interested in. They don't know what it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. And it's also a feeling of that this community has good nights. But Spirit said, that they don't. And that this person will soon enough find out, once they're tired, once they feel that pressure on their back. And Spirit said, this may take years for this person to understand. And by then, you are going to be so far gone that this person, as much as you cared about them, they're going to reminisce over. They're going to reminisce over you. They're going to reminisce on you. So years from now, when you feel this person, after your departure from them and after your complete separation from them, when you feel out of nowhere, you start to remember them. And you start to remember them in a sad saga type of energy. It's officially at that point that this person has come to realize that you did warn them. So Spirit said time is going to heal our wounds, but ultimately they made the choice. All right. You warned them that it was going to be a trap. You warned them how it would affect them. They did not want to listen. They could not It's not that they necessarily didn't want to listen for most of you. It's that they couldn't listen to hear and comprehend. Can you hear that? They couldn't listen to hear and comprehend. They couldn't feel the energy of urgency that you were giving them in your soft, settled nature. And Spirit said, this is not meaning that you should have cursed them out or that you should have been more aggressive. And Spirit said, for some of you, you definitely was a bit more aggressive because your energy was ringing off alerts and alarm bells of the urgency of knowing what this person would encounter. Just a measurement, a large portion of the pie measurement of what this person would encounter, right? So Spirit said they are unable to see the forest beyond the trees, all right? They, oh, I see at the top of that card, it says hidden wealth. But what I heard was hidden health. So, these people are such a problem for this person, unbeknownst to them, that it's going to cause health problems, whether it be the fact that they aren't able to take care of their health, or the fact of the matter that it is going to fuck up their mental well-being. That this person, Spirit said once again, don't try to save them, don't try to rescue them, and do not give them unwanted advice. All right, and be careful of the advice that you do give them, even if they do come and ask you. All right, because you have to understand, where is this person's comprehension at? And do they just want you to coddle them, or do they want you to just agree with them? Because they may be they remember the conversations that you all had. So they remember how good of an investment, how good you invest in their emotional irregularities. But yeah, so Spirit said it's necessary for you to walk away and for you to keep on going down that path. For you to keep on going, because this person, they're following people who they perceive to be leaders, and that are leading them in a direction that obviously you're not willing to go in. So therefore, they're not seeing you as a leader. They're not understanding what a leader actually is and how a leader actually operates. We'll spice things up. Honey, things is about to get tragic. Things are about to get tragic. Once again, Spirit said, compose yourself. This is not your battle. This is not your war. These things are about to get tragic. With Silver Fox here, this Silver Fox, I already know. He kind of bipolar with it. One day he good, one day he bad, one day he feel like a nut, sometimes he don't. Okay, but he never know what the hell it is that he wants. There has to be plenty of positive surrounding cards for this specific emperor, this specific Silver Fox, in order to be in his healthy nature. Okay, so this person, they're definitely gonna look like they have things better going on, but due to how their relationship is and was with you, they're gonna feel like you're seeing right through their soul. So they're not gonna want to spend as much time around you as they used to want to, and as they probably should spend around you and learning just by watching you, because they're literally going to feel like anytime you come around that you are looking at through 1313. But Spirit also says 1717, that they're going to feel that you are all knowing, even though they don't tell you. They're going to feel that someone came and told you something, even though no one told you anything. You can just see, you was just able to see things for what they were potentially going to wind up being. Projection. So this is due to the immaturity card. Here, and baby with the T. You knew what the fuck was going to happen. So none of this shit is going to surprise you at all. If ever it does meet to your ears to be able to hear, but due to your third eyes capability of being able to see, honey, they're going to feel like you're playing a game. So they're going to look to find you to configure you to be the reason that things are falling apart, that you might have said something, honey, with an obsession. They're going to feel that you are the reason that they are being rejected. You are the reason that they're being neglected, that you are the reason, not the community that they chose to go to, not them themselves because they chose to go to, but that you are the reason. That if you hadn't been who you are, however you're connected to this person, if you hadn't have been whoever you are, and if you hadn't gave them a mirror to look at, then they would not be living in the problems that they have, or are going to have. All right, we trying. 14:41 on the clock. And obsession came back out. You heard me shuffle. You heard me shuffle. Okay, so that's just clarifying energy. Clear, strongly clarifying energy. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, baby. Okay. All right. All right. All right. And honey, and then community came out. All right. Mm. Spirit said, 15:15. Spirit said, let this person think whatever the fuck they're going to think about you. Even let them project on you however they're going to project on you. Because this person is going to ultimately see that, feel the need to see you to be the problem, regardless of how it is that you show up, regardless of the elevation that you have made without this person around any longer, or with you limiting the vicinity and access to you. Spirit wants you to understand they're going to have to figure out and realize they're going to have to identify themselves and their choices and how they got into this situation with Trusted here with Trap. They're going to have to realize how they trapped themselves, and that's okay. Spirit is also saying that they're going to have to face the fact that you were divinely guided to be a presence in their life for the limited time edition that you were a presence in their life. Now, if this is someone who you're going to wind up having engagements with later on in life because they're family or whatever the case may be, Spirit said, do not allow them to disrespect you with them pointing fingers at you or anything. Don't do not take on any account of what you could have did better or how you could have said it better or anything, all right? Unless there are things that you have already researched about yourself before this happened for them, before they decided to make their departure to go to this other said community, okay? Because this is also what the spirit is, what the spirit of the community is projecting onto them, is that you are the issue ultimately. So, and obviously you are the issue because you are not in agreement with them. Spirit is saying that they are going to have to center themselves and do exactly what it is that you have done in the ways of their form and ways of doing what you've done. They're going to have to pick and pull them feathers of themselves and realize which feathers of themselves was not real, okay? And which parts are authentic about them. They are going to be very cold, but Spirit is saying that you are going to be seen as being cold towards them and that you are not assisting them due to whatever title it is that this person felt that you should have, conveniently have, Spirit said, in their life. So Spirit said, let it go because it's looking like another love TKO. Anyway, it says, don't allow negative emotions to fester. If you are feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example, just acknowledge that. Instead of fighting your feelings, go with them and work with them. Then true healing can really begin. Yeah, they're going to have to figure out. They're going to have to figure out what true healing really feels like instead of living in the facade of what, the majority of people tend to agree with, and that is their ultimate issue. They see that you're outnumbered in your beliefs. They see that you are outnumbered even in your choices. So therefore, since it's more of them, they must be right. And 10:10, it's up to you. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individual, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as a brand new opportunity. Trust in the process, and honey, and trust in the process. They're gonna have to do all in they lonesome. Honey, listen. With Emperor Rebel, Rebel Spirit say you are in your emperor status just because you walked away and you left this person to their own shit. And Spirit said, hold on to your stuff. Don't help them with anything outside of what you know. Spirit will allow you to, and the best thing you can do is to let this person fuck around and find out their journey for themselves. And so they do not have concrete facts, evidence, or proof to be able to blame you for shit. So Rebel, watch yourself. Like said, what you listen. They the biscuit, you the sweetness, you the honey, and you all that sweetness, baby. Don't be no fool about it. Don't, honey. But then with the Knight of Pentacles, be responsible within your manufacturing. Continue to because your Ten of Pentacles, baby, is here. it's here and it's good. You got it going on. So Rebels, always love and adore you. Go live your life and make it do what it needs to do for you, babe. Go Rebels.